Hi, my darlings. Welcome back to my channel. This is Poki Love, aka Gogo Delihlazo. Today, guys, I've been joined with a guest. She is going to introduce herself. Hi, girl.
Hey, hey,
How,
Spooky Love.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, good. Today, we are having a heart-to-heart conversation, sort of like chat. So I will say that it's a then versus now. So let's get it to it. Girl, who are you?
My name is Mkita. Um, I am a 9 to 5 employee and a mother. Originally from Eastern Cape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Girl, tell us, why did you move to Gauteng province?
So I moved to Johannesburg because of my job. During COVID, we closed down my office where I was working in Cape Town, and then I got another job beside.
Right. If you don't mind me asking, what job are you doing?
So right now, I work as a training officer, training coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the space of marketing. Yeah, in
Nice.
my team, we do a lot of marketing. It's a sales-driven team. Yeah.
That's nice. So, can you please tell me, what did you study?
Right. So I actually studied tourism and events management,
Mm-hmm.
which is what landed me my first job.
Mm-hmm.
But while I was doing that,
Yeah.
while I was working, when I first entered, I was also studying project management.
That's nice.
I have a degree in project management, and then from then, I then relocated to this side, and currently I am doing a course in marketing.
That's nice. So, Zim, can you please share with us, why did you choose tourism as the course? I will say, because I don't want to say as a career, because she's not in
Yeah.
that field now. So, can you share with us?
Yeah, I think it was just something that I got that was what was available at the time. I initially applied for something else.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the waiting list, and then this one came about, and I thought, you know what, um, I'm the kind of person that likes to make the most of any opportunity that I get. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So I want to know, uh what did you learn when you were doing, like, when you're studying tourism?
Goodness, it's such an exciting what a course, or
Yeah.
to it was very fun. I think you can agree.
Mm-hmm.
It's very fun, but I actually learned how versatile the
Yeah,
tourism industry
of
is.
course.
I think when a lot of people talk about tourism, we don't
Mm-hmm.
actually realize how many different sections there are.
Yeah,
We
it's
don't
a
realize
lot.
that you could work at an airport. You don't realize
Yeah.
that you could work at a hotel, or
Mm-hmm.
these different places. So we sort of you are boxed before you go in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I learned a lot. I mean, I
Yeah.
learned about the different countries that we have. Learned about the different provinces, different places that we
Yeah.
can visit, the
Mm-hmm.
different adventures
Yeah,
that we have.
of course.
All around the world. So there's quite a lot.
And the trips, tour
Exactly.
guiding. And the
Exactly.
trips, it was fun, guys. I just
Exactly.
want to know, what made you to change from tourism to project management?
Honestly speaking, there's no particular reason.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was noise that
Mm-hmm.
came from people
Yeah.
to say that, look, this is a great course.
Yeah.
And honestly speaking, when I got into project management, I didn't have plans for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not that I had a plan about what I'm going to do with project management. I just
Yeah.
went in because of the noise that I was getting from people.
Okay.
But having done it, I learned a lot. I saw that it can actually take you further in life. It can take you to different industries. Like people that have studied mechanical or engineering,
Yeah.
they probably need EE project management. Even within the tourism industry, it can help you grow because
Of
it
course.
teaches you how to handle projects, basically.
Yeah.
So it's a great course.
That's good.
It's a great course for whatever industry you're in. I think it's a great course.
So what is the what are advices that you can give it to someone that wants to choose tourism as a career, and also they want to choose project management as a career, and they also want to choose marketing as a career?
Oh, that's a tricky one. I think the first thing is a person needs to find themselves. You need to find yourself. What is it that you like?
Of course.
Where do you want to go? You know, and you need to have a reason for everything that you're doing.
Good.
Yeah. Well, so if you're choosing to do tourism, ask yourself why. Right. Even if you're choosing project management, ask yourself why. Where is it that you want to go in life? So that you can get a better understanding of what it is, what qualification you need to get there. So overall, I think I don't have different advices for different courses, but as a all round, ask yourself, why am I doing this? What do I want in life? Where do I want to see myself? And why am I doing this? And once you have all the answers to those things, then and then you sort of pick the courses or qualifications that you want to get into, and they are ticking the boxes of why, where I want to see myself and all of that. Then do research.
Of course,
do research, very important. Do research on the courses that you want to do. Look at the job opportunities that it has.
Number one,
forecasting as well. How if, for instance, if you want to study tourism, how is the tourism doing right now? You know, how is it doing? What is it doing for our economy? Is there room for growth within the tourism industry? How do I see it in the next 10 to 15 years? What do you think? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Get you.
So I think those are the important things that everybody needs to consider before they choose a qualification.
Okay, cool. What are the advantages and the disadvantages of choosing tourism as your course?
I think, let me start with the disadvantages. I think that most of the people that are working within the tourism industry, they don't actually realize that you work a lot of flexible hours. So most people that are within the tourism industry, they don't work 9 to 5.
They're not.
They're not. So you're gonna work different shifts. Like for instance, if you're working at a hotel, because tourism gets you in, it can get you into a hotel. That was my first work experience. It was at a hotel, and I lost so much weight.
How was it? Oh my god!
I lost so much weight because we were working long hours, non-stop.
Guys,
different shifts, you work on weekends. So I think that's something, those are the disadvantages of the tourism sector. The advantages is depending on where it lands you. For instance, you could be at an airport, but you could be a flight attendant, for instance. And that's a nice. I personally think if you like traveling, if you love to travel, then it's a pro. It's an advantage. Because then you get the opportunity to see the world for free. Get paid while you while you're traveling. So yeah.
Okay, cool. You just mentioned that you've traveled to provinces, you've traveled to cities, and also you've traveled to countries, right? So I just want to just let us know which provinces you travel to and which cities, which countries, and then just share us your experience living in those cities, living in those provinces. Yes.
So I think the the locally, I've
Mhm.
been to Limpopo.
How was it?
Dry,
Are you
but the people are
serious?
very friendly. Yeah, I actually
Mm-hmm.
stayed there for at some point for almost a year. I made really good friends there. It was
Okay.
very nice. Very
Mm-hmm.
dry, but the people are lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Did you
I've
stay there?
also I stayed there for like months and months and months, almost a year.
Okay.
It was very nice. I took a
Yeah.
gap year at the time. This was before I actually studied tourism, but yeah, I visited
Okay.
there, so I made a lot of friends. And then I've also been to, obviously, I've been to Cape Town. I stayed in Cape Town,
Mm-hmm.
but while I was in Cape Town, I would, sort of move around a lot. So I would see
Okay.
places within Cape Town or around Cape Town. I
Mm-hmm.
have been to, obviously, I'm from Eastern Cape. Where else? Gauteng.
Gauteng.
Yeah,
How's Cape Town?
Cape Town is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Cape Town's expensive.
Very expensive, hey?
But you know what? Out of every single province that I visited
Mm-hmm.
within South Africa, obviously Cape Town takes
Yeah.
the number
The number
one.
one.
Yeah, it does,
Ah,
because there's so many
girl.
different. I say that because there's so many different places that you can visit.
Of course. Like,
It's very broad in terms of
mm-hmm.
sightseeing and
Yeah.
activities and all of that.
Yeah.
So
Coolio. So, which country did you travel to?
So outside of South Africa, but within Africa, I've been
Mm.
to Namibia.
How was
It
it?
was beautiful. I think
Yeah.
yeah, it's beautiful. And again, the
Yeah.
people are so humble. Everybody,
Mm-hmm.
you would walk around at night, not stressed about
Mm-hmm.
getting robbed or things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that they still need to develop a little bit
Mm-hmm.
in terms of, activities. But
Yeah.
if you're a chill person like me,
Mm-hmm.
it's very nice. They've got beautiful beaches there. The
Mm.
people are very friendly.
That's dope.
Yeah, so the people are very friendly. I got to do a few activities. I
Mm-hmm.
went camel riding.
How was it? Oh my god.
I should. I don't think I'd ever do it again. It's so scary, bro. Like when you look at a camel, I don't think you actually
My
realize
god.
how big it is. It is massive.
Dude.
It is massive. It is uncomfortable to be on top of that thing, but it was an adventure. Yo, bruh,
Girl.
it's an adventure of a lifetime. I'd
Yeah.
never forget about that experience. I went.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I did a lot of dining. I did a lot of
Mm-hmm.
restaurants, different restaurants. They've got the best food ever.
Serious.
That's one thing I can tell you. Yeah, and they're quite affordable that side.
Okay.
So if you ever feel like visiting there, it's not gonna
Yeah.
kill your pocket.
Okay, cool.
Like personally, I feel like it's very affordable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's beautiful. It's very relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a nice visit.
That's great. That's nice.
Yeah.
So, do you need a visa to travel to Namibia?
No,
You don't.
no, you just need a passport.
Okay, cool. So, did you hear that, guys? You don't need a visa when you're
No.
traveling to Namibia. So, which other countries that you visited?
So outside of Africa, I
Mm.
went to Denmark. That's in Europe.
Oh my
That's in Europe.
gosh.
So I visited Denmark,
Mm.
a small little place called Copenhagen, but it's in Denmark.
Copenhagen,
Yeah.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Also another lovely place. One thing I can tell you about that place, Europe in so we went.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the visit was via Dubai. So I
Shut
spent
up.
a day in Dubai.
Shut the fuck up,
that one
girl.
that one you need to be ready financially. You need to be ready if you're going to outside of
Guys.
Africa. It definitely killed my bank balance.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
trips are the flights are expensive, the hotels are
Uh-huh.
expensive.
Yeah.
The visa process is long, and
Long.
it's long and
Damn.
complicated and expensive.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, so I visited there. Yeah, it was also very lovely.
That's nice. Girl, do you know that I don't want to die, ne?
Yeah.
I want to go to that place,
Yeah. Which place?
Dubai.
Dubai.
Girl,
Save, babe.
I'm gonna save.
Save. Listen, let me
I'm
tell
gonna
you. Let me
save,
tell you
girl.
something. Let me tell you something. So when I got there, the first thing that I bought was a McDonald's, right?
What?
And then when I saw Ilandoga, the transaction going out, I was like, no way, something is wrong. Then I went to go and buy a can of Coke, right? While I'm chilling there, like a can of Coke. And then I see, but like, man, how much is this going out? It's ridiculous. It's expensive. So it really needs you to save. It needs you to save and be ready financially.
Yeah, I am going to save.
Save
You
up.
know, I am.
But one thing I can tell you is that after every single trip that you make, and you come back home with a low bank balance, you're not stressed about it. Like it's like you are okay. Anyway, you've got that satisfaction of, but that was worth it.
Okay.
I personally got more satisfaction of knowing that I just gained that experience more than how I feel about after buying impahla, clothes or whatever. So for me, the traveling gives you so much satisfaction.
Okay, coolio. So I just want you to compare living in Cape Town and living in Johannesburg. Can you compare two provinces? I know Cape Town is very expensive when it comes to when you're buying properties, renting,
Look, honestly speaking, Omna, personally, I think that property is expensive anyway. Because even here, yeah, I mean, even here, I've been on that journey of looking for places and looking for, to buy.
Yeah.
And I've actually been comparing it to Cape Town. So I personally don't think that, it depends where you want to buy. That's another thing. It does depend. So if Mzekele, you're gonna look at places, Cape Town and Sea Point, you're paying for that beach view.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And here they don't have that. So that is how you can say, but here it's a little bit cheaper. It's not cheaper, but you're not paying for views here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's certain areas you just need to look for areas that work for your budget, but generally outside of that, I think Cape Town is a little bit expensive, but
where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Sure. Where do I see myself in the next 5 years? I think in the direction of the reason why I'm studying marketing is because I have a plan for myself. So there's a little business that I want to start or I want to get into. So I definitely see myself in the next 5 years or so. I definitely see myself having my own little,
of course, my guys,
having my own little company. Definitely owning my own little company. Owning properties. I see myself driving something nice. Just a chilled life filled with traveling.
So here's this one. What are you most afraid of?
Being broke.
I was also thinking that.
Broke.
Say it again.
Let me tell you, it's so funny how someone said to me, my brother actually said to me recently, but I always say I'm broke. I always say I'm broke. Like even the day before I get paid and the day after I get paid, I'm like, I'm broke. It was actually my daughter, because I always say, Anna Mali. And she'll be, yo, mama, you always say you broke.
You broke.
Guys. So I think I think that shows the fear of
that is my fear.
Nah, I don't want to be broke.
Guys, that is my fear.
I don't want to be broke.
That is my fear. Do you feel most passionate about? What do you most feel passionate for?
That's a good question, Yazi. Yeah. It's a very good question. I think being a mother.
Yeah.
I think so. I think being a mother. honestly speaking, that's the one thing that I'm mostly passionate about. I want to
Yeah.
know everything. What are you doing? Hey,
Mm.
like, what are you doing?
Of
Am
course.
I doing my best as a
Yeah.
parent, as a, whatever? I
Mm-hmm.
always want to make sure that I'm giving it my all.
Yeah.
And I get scared to raise someone and then she becomes something else.
Something else.
Yeah, that's one thing that
Jeez.
I'm like, okay, I need to be very involved in her life
Of
now at a
course.
young age. So
Everybody, like,
yeah.
if you're a parent, you know about it,
Yeah.
So I just want to know, what are you most thankful for?
I think I'm thankful for sure. I'm thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful for the opportunities that I got to go to school.
Yes.
I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for my family
Of
because they
course.
are a big support in my life, and I'm thankful
Yeah.
for my child.
Oh,
So I'm thankful for a lot of things.
that's
Yeah,
nice.
but very importantly, I'm grateful for my job because obviously I can provide for the people that I love. So
Yeah. Advice, the young girls, how to behave in such situations, when they disappointed, just nje uba
yeah,
advise ukuthi in life
yeah.
yabo.
I think the very first thing for him, Nane,
Mm-hmm.
it's to know yourself.
Of course.
I think that's one important thing, that you need to find yourself. Who are you? Ufuna
Exactly.
ntoni? What is it that you want from life
In
and in
life.
life?
Mm-hmm.
And also, when you are busy with that, while you are busy finding yourself, because it's not going to happen overnight.
Of course.
It's a matter of just you sort of monitoring yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you like? Where do I see myself? What do I want for my life?
Of course.
Once you figure those things out,
Mm-hmm.
block out the noise. Block out the noise. I don't
Block.
believe in role models. Just FYI. Ne?
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying that is not to put anybody else down, but I think that everybody should be a role
A role
model for
model.
themselves.
Yes.
And I say that because in life we come from different backgrounds. We don't all have the same opportunities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we are not one. We are not all one. We are different.
Exactly. Yeah.
So by you having a role model and but you don't even know how I got to where I am.
Exactly.
So I don't believe in role models. I feel like that's why you need to find yourself as a person.
First.
And once you find yourself, then ask yourself those questions of, where do I see myself? What do I want for myself? And work. How can I get to reach my goals and
Exactly.
my objectives and whatnot? And do your research. Just do your research and forget the noise. Forget about people, because
Yeah.
people are going to mislead you.
Of course. Of course.
And including
That's true.
including role models. Hence, I say I
Yeah.
don't believe in it. So because you don't know basukai. So
Yeah, that's
just
true.
very important. Find yourself when, and then at a very young age, while you are in high school,
Yeah.
don't only focus on the fun and think that, oh no, I'm gonna figure myself out later on.
Yeah.
No.
Start there. Like,
Start at a young age.
yeah.
I'll give an example of something that I'm doing with my child.
Mm-hmm.
I put her in different, like last year she was doing ballet. This year she's doing gymnastic.
Yeah.
Next year I'm signing her up for swimming.
That's
For
great.
swimming lessons and sports. She does sports as well.
Yeah.
And with the sports, she comes back and she says she'll have like such different sports every week. And she'll come back and she'll say, oh, this week we were playing cricket. I enjoy cricket. The week before,
That's
she can come back
nice.
and say, I was playing soccer. I don't like soccer. It bores me. You know what I mean? And for me, those things, I'm trying to build her up and I monitor her. But what is it that she enjoys? What is it
Yeah.
that she like? Okay, ballet, she was enjoying it, for instance, but gymnastics, she's not enjoying it, etc.
Yeah.
So those are the things that are going to make umdana know herself, because
Exactly.
she was given these different opportunities, and therefore, and I'm doing that so that she can figure herself out.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so that's what I think is the most important thing. Figure yourself out when
Of
as a
course.
person, who are you? What do you like?
Yes.
What drives you in
Funandoni.
life? Yeah, well, Fernando,
Funandoni like
uzibona
Funandoni.
uphi? If uthi uzibona uqhuba Mercedes, okay, how am I gonna get it?
Yeah.
What do I need to do to get
To
there?
get there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
What
get you.
drives you in life?
Mm.
Yeah, and I don't believe that it's just school. I don't think
Yeah,
education is the
no,
only
no.
thing that
Woo!
make you.
Sana, education is the key. Hi,
I
hi.
don't think so.
No,
But
no.
I tell you though, for certain people, I mean,
It
yeah,
works.
depend. It works for certain people. Because
Yeah.
abanye abantu, you might not have a skill like
Mm,
okwazi udlala soccer, or you can't sing, or you can't, or
of
you're
course.
just not made for the camera. So that means that you need to use
My brains.
then how are you going to get into a job or like corporate, for instance? If you want to do accounting, you like
Yeah.
numbers, how are you going to get into accounting
You need
without the
to
qualification? You need to
study.
study. More especially if you're a driven person and you see yourself, with all these things, big
Of
house and
course.
whatnot. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think in short, just know yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Zimi.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much, honey. So, guys, this is the end of the video. Don't forget.
Listen, I have one more thing to add on. Ne?
What is it?
For people that want to travel,
Okay.
like her, for instance, like when you're saying you want to travel,
Yeah.
so you don't have to start with, if you want to go outside of South Africa or whatever,
Yeah.
you don't have to start by going to Dubai in order for you to travel.
No, I'm not going to start in Dubai, but I don't want to die
without going to
Dubai. Yes, I'm going to start in Africa.
Okay,
I need to.
yes,
that's
what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
But like for somebody who wants to, also traveling really helps you mentally. Ne?
Yeah.
What it does is it opens up your mind to different cultures and different ways of living. Yeah, so it opens up your mind. You learn a lot when you see different, you come across these different people and you see different lifestyles.
Yeah.
So it does that a lot. It will do that. It will open up your mind to think outside of this box, this little box, yeah, about this little head. Yeah. So it'll also take you outside of your comfort zone.
Of course.
Because it's scary. Imagine traveling to a foreign country. You don't know the language there. You don't know anybody there. You worry. So it takes you out of your comfort zone. It teaches you confidence. So it's very important. It is quite important for us to travel and experience these different things, because it's more than just life experiences. It's also about you and seeing a different side of, or different version of yourself. Yes. So I think, yeah. But you don't have to go to Europe in order for you to say, "But I traveled." No, start here. You can start here. You can start here. You can start in South Africa. You can start in Africa. There's a lot of beautiful places even within Africa that people don't know about. So even outside of Cape Town, there's places nice, beautiful. Muscle Bay is beautiful. Hermanus is beautiful. Simon's Town. I've been to those places. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
So you start there, and that's where you're gonna gain the momentum. Yeah.
That's
so
yeah. So guys, thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to like. Ciao.